Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So as I said on my previous video, this weekend is a very busy weekend. I actually forgot that this is the weekend that Chris Brown is also coming to South Africa. This is the weekend that the Economic Freedom Fighters has got their NPA starting tomorrow. This is the weekend that the MK have got their first anniversary rally, and then we've got some soccer as well. There's a lot going on, and I wonder if we have enough people for these events. Of course, for the EFF, we've got enough people because also it's delegates. So, like, we don't need like 10,000, 20,000 people. We're just going to have like a small number. But for other people that are hosting events, do they have enough people? Do we as a country rather have enough people to be split amongst all these events to make them possible? That's my question. You're welcome to answer me in the comment section. So, okay, I was just, the reason I made this video is because I was just listening to a press briefing by the MKP for their first anniversary rally that's happening on, I think, on Sunday. Yeah, so I just want to react to a few things that were said by Floyd, and yeah, let's get right into it. So just before we start, if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Zizipo Lupelwana, and this is Simple Politics. This is a platform where we react to everything politics. This is a platform where we break down and simplify whatever that needs to be simplified. So today we are not simplifying anything, we are breaking down. So the journalist asked quite a few questions from Floyd. So firstly, what he said when he opened his mouth, he said that the venue has been paid, transport has been secured. And I think I've covered this before with the transport. He has confirmed today that the transport is only available for people that are in KZN all around. Other provinces, no transport will be provided. And he also went on and said he doesn't want this to come across as if they are incompetent, and he doesn't want it to be summarized in a different manner when people realize that they don't have transport in other provinces. So he's telling them now upfront that there's no transport for other provinces. If you do want to attend the rally, then you have to organize the transport yourself. So I'm listening to him explain, and I'm like, why are you explaining though? Like, also he could have said there's no transport for other provinces, but I felt like he went on and on about, yeah, it's not a matter of they're not competent. And I thought, okay, I think he's probably answering something else. I don't think he's answering this one. Okay. But but anyway, I could be salty, I don't know. Okay, so he went ahead to explain about the transport, and my question, well, I'm not an MK member. It's just a question that came into my mind. I was like, oh my god, there's so many events that are happening, and I wonder if it's a good idea that they've not provided transport for other provinces. Maybe that would have helped them. Or maybe not all provinces. Maybe they provide, like they could have provided transport for Gauteng and Mpumalanga. At least those are the provinces that have a lot of supporters. I think that would have made a difference as well. But I think it's also going to be better because people are going to be paid. Maybe that's another option. People are going to be paid. It's closing, so people are just available. So maybe get people will show up. I don't know, but let me know if you think it's a good idea that they have not provided transport for people from other provinces, because I think that would have helped. He also mentioned that they don't have, no preparations have been made for people outside of KZN. They don't have provision for them. So again, well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, but and also he mentioned a few things that are not allowed. As we all know, he said that alcohol is not allowed, and then he said that firearms are not allowed. So I think they're gonna need a very, very strict security when it comes to searching the people that come in, when it comes to making sure that no one is bringing in a firearm. That one is gonna be a little bit tricky. He also touched on something that they are going to next year they are going to submit evidence for the vote rigging. Yes, this vote rigging thing, Jay. Like he says, they're gonna submit undeniable evidence. My question is always one now: if you have so much evidence, bring the evidence. There was a time when the case was thrown out or withdrawn because there was lack of evidence. Bring the evidence. There was a time when IEC wanted MKP to pay for the costs because of lack of evidence. Just bring the evidence. So Floyd said, no, next year they're going to bring undeniable evidence. And vote rigging was not done by other parties, but it was done by the system to make sure that the MK does not receive a 2/3 majority. Then he also goes on and says that, MKP is going to govern. MKP is going to govern KZN this coming year. So one of the journalists goes on and asks, Kukuti, but you do know that the Progressive Caucus doesn't have enough numbers. So who else are you talking to whom you're going to be governing with? And I don't think he answered that question because I did not hear an answer. So it seems like MKP is very confident that they're going to be governing next year. And also Floyd was like talking about, they've got plans for 2025. And one other journalist asked Duguti, okay, since you've got all the plans for 2025, but I see that you don't have any plan regarding the 2026 local elections. Is there something that you guys are doing? Are you planning something to? Then he said, no, MKP has got a lot of people, supporters all over, that has been proven in the elections. So the only thing that we need to do now is to make sure that we construct the proper VDs, proper regions, sub-regions. Otherwise, so Floyd seems like they are confident that 2026 they don't have to do much. They're gonna come up on top. All they need to do is just to organize the structures like the regions and what. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section, because so firstly it's the vote rigging case that they are going to bring back and hopefully win. I don't know. I just like want them to get like some closure, because now it's a year later. Yeah, and they seem to think that, I don't know where this narrative is coming from. They seem to think that if they win the case that the votes were truly rigged, they are gonna get numbers back and they are going to govern South Africa. I don't know where that narrative is coming from. It's such a strange narrative, but anyway. So yeah, and also they have a gala dinner. So Floyd was saying, the tables are still open for gala dinner. And also he mentioned that people that are gonna be selling merch on Sunday, if people have not registered, they can still come through and register. And I'm just thinking to myself, it's like 3 days before the event and there are still people who have not registered that you want for them to come register. Everything should be final now. And I listened to their previous first briefing where they really did ask the people that are that want to register to sell merch, they must come up front. That was 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back. Now 3 days before the event, you're still waiting for people to come and register to sell merch. That's short notice. Those are the things that are going to make you guys flop. Those are the things that are going to make your event look like it's not organized properly. Last minute things should never be accepted. If Umtu did not register when they needed to, just, it's hard luck. They can sell outside. And also he said, okay, the gala dinner, he touched on the gala dinner. He said the gala dinner tables are also still open. And I see that they've got one table for 2 million with the president. They've got one for 1.5. They've got one for 1 million. They've got one for 500K. and I think they've got to 50K, yeah, 500K, 50K, yeah, something like that. So tables are not fully sold. I mean, those are only like 6 tables. And then, well, I don't know if they have more. I'm just talking about the ones that I saw only 6 tables. And then the journalist actually asked, how many tables have sold so far? That's what he asked. And then, oh, how many tickets have sold? Yeah, but how many tables and how many tickets have you sold? And then Floyd answered and said, no, there is someone on the, I don't know if there's someone who said who will buy the 1 million table, or if maybe there's someone who said who will buy the table where there's a president. But he's not saying that table is paid and delivered. He said there is someone who said, but we still are inviting more people to come to the gala dinner. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm just like, okay, let's see how it goes. And then the journalist also asked Uguti, why are you doing a gala dinner after the main event? Normally other people and your previous party saying to Floyd that they do gala dinner before the event. So he said, no, the gala dinner normally ends very late. So we prefer doing it after so that people are not rushing anywhere the following day. I think he's not telling the truth. I think he's just buying time because people have not bought tables. I think he's just buying time. It's unfortunately now there's like 3 days left, 4 days left. There's no time. There's no time. Yeah, well, so yeah, so those are the things that he touched on. And then someone asked, I think it's a journalist, he asked about the EFF. Is the EFF invited? Are the parties from the Progressive Caucus invited? Floyd said, yes, all the parties are invited. The ATM has confirmed, we saw that on Facebook, that the ATM has confirmed that they will be attending. And he said, yeah, we encourage that the ground forces of the ATM also attend. Bafuna ukugcwalisa stadium sabo ngabanye abantu. And then someone asked about the EFF, and then he said, yes, the Economic Freedom Fighters is also invited. And I'm just like, the Economic Freedom Fighters is busy, Sana. The EFF is busy. You're not going to have time to get the EFF. Even ask, we are not going. We'll never. Sasigcwalisa stadium MK. And then on top of that, nibile nisigezele. And forget that in English, never. Each on their own mdagadat. So he said, yeah. So Floyd said, we are strategic friends. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, now you want to be a strategic friend. That's very strange. Now, he said, yeah, we are strategic friends. Doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, so I am interested to see next year because they are talking about, they seem very confident that they're taking over government. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. As we all know that the GNU is also going through so much. The GNU is going through a lot. I don't know. I don't think the DA will ever work out, but it seems like it's collapsing, Jay. Our Gwede Mantasha coming out. Everyone is tired saying, if the DA wants to leave, they must just leave. I think they are approaching it wrong. They must not say if the DA wants to leave, they must leave. They must say, DA, we want you gone. Period. Like this thing of, yeah, if you want to go, go. The other one is like, yeah, if you do this, I'm gonna leave. They're just playing games. Like, just say, we don't want you, we're done. Period. So yeah, so they I mean there's a lot going on, so we're not sure how that's gonna play out as we are approaching 2025. Yeah, so as I said, also the Economic Freedom Fighters has got an NPA. Everything has been beautifully organized. One thing about the EFF I always say, the EFF will go out for their events. They will organize their things on time. Everything is always a smooth transition. Like, for organizing, give them bells. Give them bells. Nobody, you cannot compare them to anybody when it comes to them nailing events. Economic Freedom Fighters will nail events. They don't play. So shout out to the EFF for that. We see you. We see the hard work. We appreciate. We love what you guys, you go all out, you take us serious rather. So we love to see that. So yeah, guys, it's, as I said, it's a busy weekend. Keep you updated as much as I can, because we want to see Uguti what's gonna happen. EFF is starting their NPA tomorrow, so hopefully we're gonna have a lot of movement. So I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can. And let's just see how this weekend turns out. In Jay, it's gonna be a busy one. Let's see how things turn out this weekend. I think it's gonna be very, very interesting. As I said, Chris Brown is also coming to South Africa, and I forgot. Oh God, this is the weekend. What a bad timing for, because I know that I also grew up listening to Chris Brown. Ukubone, like, if I had Ukubone, maybe I would go, but obviously I'm not going now. Ukubone, but I must say Chris Brown is one of the artists that we grew up listening to. So it's not just Nje, it's someone that we grew up admiring. So une fans of Chris Brown Nje. Yeah, but so it's interesting. It's interesting. Yan, 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 yan. So let's see how things turn out. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, guys. It is free of charge. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next episode. And also, guys, at the bottom of this video, there is a dollar sign. Please make sure that you buy me coffee. I don't have a team. It's me alone. So you are only buying me coffee. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next episode. A luta continua, guys. The struggle continues. I'll see you on the next one.